Hey guys, this is Christy Robinette, and today is March 21st. It is the first day of spring, and I know it's been a really long winter, and we have really been looking forward to this. We know that it always comes every year, and even some of you may not feel like spring today. Oftentimes, we actually get huge snowstorms on the first day of spring here in Michigan. We are going to be in the 50s, so that feels like 80 degrees after the crazy winter that we've all had. So, very exciting. It is also a new moon, and there is also an eclipse that we unfortunately won't see, but I believe it was France that gets to see that solar eclipse. And then I've heard that it was overcast, so they're really not seeing it, but it is happening, and it's a full eclipse as well. We've seen a lot of solar flares lately, which causes a lot of temper flares within us and within others. So if you've seen other people being a lot of cranky and kind of short, then we can blame it on that. New moons are all about new beginnings, and this one is especially potent because of the eclipse and because it falls on spring equinox. So, right now, it is really important for you to write down your hopes and your dreams and to put that into fruition. And if you haven't done a vision board as of late, today or tomorrow is really the time to sit down and sort of create that vision, map it out in like a GPS type of a way as to which route you want to go. Or route. Do you say route or do you say route? That's what's really, really important. And I wanted to give you an oracle reading. I have got 5 cards down here. These are fairy cards, and they're by Doreen Virtue, and I really like them. They're very uplifting. So I'm going to show you the 5 cards, and I want you to ask your guides what you should be working on throughout this springtime. And let's see what happens. So there's the 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it? Which one looks good to you? Number 1, you've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. I always think of that old song, You've Got the Power. Yeah, don't. I will never be a singer. But really, honestly, if that's got to be your mantra, that can be your mantra. If you got to play that song over and over in your head, then do that. Because what they're saying is that you haven't been voicing everything that you want out of life. It can be at work, it can be in your relationship, it can be with your kids, it can be just with yourself. You're not being honest with yourself. You've got that power in order to change that, and now's the time for you to do that. So, number 2, new home. So it says moving is the right step for you. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a moving of your location of home to home. It can be renovations, it can be organizing, anything like that. But it's also gap moving. So if you've been stagnant for way too long, it's time to get up and get going. Number 3, new career. So this is showing that there is a promotion on the way, or it could be that you need to take some classes in order to develop new skills in order to move forward within that career. If you're really going, that really confuses me. I'm not sure what that is. It can be self-fulfillment too. What are you spending your whole day doing? And it could be saying that it's time for you to look at some newness, some new beginnings within what you do on a daily basis. Number 4, travel. I really love this card. And I say this every time, and I think I use this card often when I do these because I really like it. And it says that an upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in a positive way. And it's got this beautiful stag with his big old antlers up. And there is a tarot card that in the Gilded Tarot that's very similar to that card. And I've always interpreted that as there is a male figure on the other side that's guiding you. And I always interpret this card the exact same way. So as much as there more than likely will be like a vacation or a trip that's going to change things for the positive in your life, it's also that there is that father, grandfather, brother, uncle figure on the other side that's helping you as well, and to embrace that. The trip, there's a lot when we travel, we leave a lot of our stuff at home. We leave our worries. We try to. We try to enjoy ourselves. And sometimes we don't monetarily have the ability to take that trip, to actually make that happen. So that trip may just be, finding a meditative place in order to get away from everything as well. I like interpreting that you guys are all getting trips, and if I was Oprah, I'd be giving them all away to you. So, last but not least, debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you in your life, and that typically is interpreted as just from a monetary standpoint, but it's also has to do with the weight that you're carrying around. It could be feeling like you did something wrong or somebody wrong and you've been carrying that. And they're saying that it's really not serving you any good. You're holding on to it. If it's a person, and this is a perfect time for you to do this, if it's a person that's still here, or if it's a person on the other side that you have issues with, write them a letter and then simply rip it up with your new moon wishes that you should be writing and you should be creating today or tomorrow, preferably today. Then you want to, also include a I'm freshening up, I'm spring cleaning my soul. And you can't spring clean your soul if you're stuffing everything in your closet or underneath your bed, right? It's defeating the purpose. You're making it look pretty on the outside, but you know that there's still a mess on the inside. So you need to work a little bit on that as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that your springtime is a beautiful time where lots of things blossom in your life because you deserve it. And always remember that I believe in you. Take care. Have a great weekend.